So, what was the first goal that you hired Summit Strength to help you with?
Now, funny, I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was thinking, how did I come across Rome? Because I can't actually remember how I found. So it was obviously through Facebook, but I had previously been looking for um, for a personal trainer in some sort of way to further my exercise. I loved hiking, and I just wanted to take it a step further. Then I knew that we were planning to do the Camino in September, me and two friends. So I thought, look, I don't want to go out here and scum to myself and manage 2 days and be wrecked. So that was the reason why I started to look for someone to help. Um, I really can't remember how exactly I came across somebody halfway across the world, but when I went into the Facebook and the different groups, I loved what you were doing, and I think that's why after our initial meeting, that's why I decided to go with you. So yeah.
Awesome. And then when we first started working together, for your specific challenge, what did we start doing? How did we approach that challenge initially?
Well, initially we started off with a couple of texts back and forward, and then once we're set up, then once we were set up, then we went ahead and you put up the exercises. I looked at them and I go, geez, these are a bit scary, but it all went good. I got into the gym, and it was my encouragement to get up and go to the gym I was going about 3 or 4 times a week, and some of the exercises I bloody well hated, and some I loved. The single leg deadlifts I still haven't conquered, but I can do them with holding on to something. But flip, I hated them. I hated them. But the whole routine, and the fact that you weren't doing the old style of like 3 sets of something with and firing out 3 sets one after the other. I hated that, because you just came to the end of it and you felt like this isn't doing any good. It may have been doing good, but it just didn't feel that it was doing me any good mentally. So the idea of your training plan where you had you were still doing 3 sets, but it was like 4 different exercises mixed up in the set, and I loved that. And you felt as if you were doing a wee bit of everything, and it worked for me. It definitely worked for me. Yeah.
Fantastic. And then to give you a bit of an overview, like what was the sort of the general experience of working through with Summit Strength, and is there a particular moment which may sum up the experience at all?
Working with yourself and Summit Strength. Initially, obviously, with the sort of, because it was online, there wasn't an awful lot of face to face. I figured, how's this going to happen? But you were always a text message away. If I had problems, now fair enough, with a 9 hour time difference, I mightn't have always got an answer straight away, but it didn't matter. There was never anything. If I couldn't find the answer straight or from yourself straight away, I was able to find it on the Facebook groups pretty quickly. There's a couple of ones on there were absolutely brilliant and very supportive. But I found the whole process from start to finish, the contact with you, increasing the exercise, the encouragement when I was posting things online, and just the bit of the crack was on the Facebook was great. It was, I couldn't fault it. I have kept a secret from family and friends, and I sort of thought to myself, why am I keeping a secret? But I didn't want my friends sort of initially knowing that I had a trainer and a group that was helping me out. And so I wanted them to, oh, look, Dessie's flipping flying up this mountain. And I did. I went and done a big challenge here in the Mourne Mountains, which is about 18 miles over 7 of the highest peaks. And previous to Summit Strength, that would have been a 2-day thing. It would have been an overnight camp for us. I could never have done it in one day. Now I done it in just under 14 hours. It was a long day. It was a hard day. Did I suffer the next day? Nope. My muscle fatigueness was okay. I had a bit of pain in my knees, but it did wake me up during the night. But it passed after a day or two, and I put that solely down to my hard work and your guidance. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, fantastic. And then as a sort of, I guess, as a wrap up, like, would you recommend, Summit Strength to other hikers or other trekkers, and would you potentially work with them again?
I have actually got myself in a situation where I'm afraid to let go of Summit Strength. It's just having everything there set up for you on the app, the exercises, the follow-ups on the Facebook groups, and it's just having all that there and not having to worry about going finding different things to do yourself and the exercises and different guidance somewhere else or searching online. And even some of the advice we get from the, on the Summit Strength group, when it comes to, gear, when it comes to diet, and when it comes to just sometimes just that little push to get outside and do something, I find that all great. And I would, thankfully, you haven't thrown me to the wind. Thankfully, you're still there. You still answer my text messages now and again, or not now and again, all the time. And you've left those exercises for me. And, I would say anybody that's serious about doing some sort of big hike, I would honestly say, connect with you and have a chat and see how you can help them. I have no doubt they will be helped, and I have no doubt they'll enjoy the process too, because it has opened. Like I'm 50 next year. I'm not a spring chicken. I'm not a skinny, muscly guy. But I've got a grandchild, and I just know that if I don't do something now, or if I hadn't done something now with yourself, I just would have grew old and fat and horrible and, and not been able to run around with a grandchild. But thankfully, I did find you, and I got that guidance, and I can now get up the mountains faster than young scouts that I take out as well. So all good.